You guys so much for your interest in Katana's journey.
Yes.
Okay, so this video is being done as a reply to this comment there.
Yep. So what we're gonna do, the mom is a friend of the family. So
we're not going to disclose much information, not at this point anyway. So we're going to just make this as quickly as possible.
yes, so we originally got Katana in 21 of April.
April 21.
Yep, she was freshly 1-year-old child. I originally didn't want to do it. My wife was all for it. Not that I didn't, it's a little child. I didn't know if I'm ready for all that. But when we met her, she was attached to me.
Instantly.
Yes, instantly. And she melted my heart. So I agree once we left the yard. Because what the mom wanted us to do was meet her first. We met her and she warmed my heart up. So instantly we said, okay. We agreed to get her. Her first night with us, she felt like at home. Like
I'm going to show y'all the picture.
Her second day with us, she started calling me dad. I'm like, they gonna call me dad? So, all right, that's when we first got Katana. Fast forward. I'll let you take over the second half.
Fast forward to about 8 months later, because she was with us for 9 months. About 8 months later, although the mom was visiting, maybe like once a month, she would get her visit for a week at a time or a couple days at a time. And the 8th month, the mom decided that she wanted to get her every month, every other week. And it just didn't work with our schedule. So we came
No, not every other week. Every week, she wanted to get her once a week for the weekend.
Okay, so she wanted to get her every weekend.
Yes, that didn't work.
Mind you, we work Monday through Friday.
And we do ministry.
Right. So the only time we can actually have fun with her was on weekends.
Yes.
And we didn't want to give up the ability to spend time with her and do fun things on weekends because we were tied down in the house all week long.
So we agreed to do it every other weekend. She could get her for like 3 or 4 days.
Or when we go on trips.
Or when we go on trips, she could get her for the week. So that was the agreement. She didn't agree to that.
Right.
So she wanted her back. She got her back.
We were still keeping in contact with her while she was gone. We would get the videos and we would send Katana videos of us. She actually came to spend the night with us in July. Part 2. Okay, so part 2. She came to spend the night with us in July, and it was sad. It was bittersweet because we knew that was going to be the last time that she came to spend with us, because Curtis really, I love her too, but Curtis really loves this little girl as if she's his own. I feel the same way, but I shield my feelings better than him. Like, he really wears his feelings on his sleeves when it comes to kids. So I didn't want to keep bringing them together and then having to tear them apart. Not only was it hurting her, it was also hurting him. And my first line of defense is to let's just end it. So needless to say, we knew that was going to be the last time she would come stay with us. So we were both cool with that, and we were still going to keep in touch. We just wasn't going to, spend time so that all parties involved could heal. Long story short, in what was it? September, the end of September, she said she was going to go to Montana to visit her other girls. She got there. Of course, the girls were happy to see each other, and we were happy. It excited us to know that Katana was with her sisters, and they were, they just had the opportunity to get to know each other. Then November 16th, we were flying back from Hawaii. As soon as we landed, we checked our phones. We got a message. Mom was attempting to leave Montana with her other girls because she felt like they weren't safe. Don't know the reasons why. That's not our concern. So we're not going to discuss that. But things happened. It went downhill from there. So you go.
So we agreed. She asked us to get Katana back. We agreed only on the condition that we have custody of her, because we didn't want to do this back and forth and again play with her feelings.
Right.
Bump my feelings. I mean, like she said, I do wear my feelings. See, if I love the girl, I shed tears when she left. But you know, she's 2 years old. We don't want to keep playing with her.
Y'all, this big guy, this guy right here, shed tears.
I shed tears for her. So she's 2, so we didn't want her to be back and forth. You know, we want to have a stable life, the best life we can. If we all could get together and do it as a team, let's do it. And we willing.
Right.
So mom agreed. Biological mom, biological dad agreed. Signed over for custody. So in the midst of that, Katana was handed over to her estranged husband, her ex-husband.
Right.
Part 3. I'm gonna let Tiffany finish part 3.
Okay, so part 3. Because she was handed over to that person, I got in contact with him on Facebook through Messenger. I introduced myself, told him who I was, that we're her godparents, we love her, we want to be in her life, and that the mom wanted us to come pick her up. He told me, I know you guys were her godparents, but I'm not going to let her go anywhere because the mom told me she wants all of her girls together. Okay, you know, at this point, it's a bunch of hearsay. He's saying she said one thing, she's telling us something totally different. So, of course, you know, I said we're just going to step back and let it go because if this is what the mom wants, then we're going to allow, you know, we'll allow that. We won't fight it. Come to find out, after speaking with the mom ourselves, she did not tell him that. It was something totally different. So we were still communicating via Messenger. I told him we were going to come pick her up because that's what the mom wants. He told us, no, we're not going to come pick her up. He asked me for her social security number and her birth certificate so he can get benefits for her. I have the messages as my proof. I told him I wasn't going to give him that information, that I didn't have it, which is true. I don't have it, but I could have gotten it.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I wasn't going to just pass off her personal information to him, the biological dad, or anyone really. If it's not going to come from the mom, it's not coming from me either.
Exactly.
So
he finally said.
Sorry. Yeah, he finally said she ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But if the mom tells me that it's okay, I'll let her go. We got the mom to send us a video, which in turn we sent to him saying, give her to us. He still said no. He said, like I said, the baby ain't going nowhere. And he blocked me.
Yes.
So, you know, he also said, this is what, he played chess, not checkers. So that's where the checkmate comment came from when we were in Montana.
Yes.
Because we don't play checkers either, boo-boo. We played chess,
and
so we did it the legal way.
Exactly. Not just that. Thank God for God being on the side for prayers, and God know what the child wanted, and you know
God knows what that child needed, because you know God don't care about our desires.
No way she needed. The mom wanted something, the biological dad, everybody wanted the same thing, but this guy who never even, he don't even know the child.
He only
just
met her like a month or two prior to all of this happening.
Yeah, so needless to say, we went through the court system.
The courts ruled in our favor. We went to we got approved. We got the guardianship on Wednesday. We was on a flight on Thursday. We got our girl on Friday.
Tune in to part 4. Part 4.
Yes. God is so good and worthy to be praised, because let me tell y'all, when we got to the police department that Friday morning, the first person we talked to was no help at all. She said, we walked in, I asked for a civil assist. She said, we don't do civil assist. Contact the sheriff office. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. We went to the car, called the sheriff office. Sheriff office said, we can't do that because it's not a Montana order. It's a Georgia order. So we're going to have to go through the Montana state attorney's office to get this done. We got frustrated, of course, you know, because at this time we're thinking, okay, this is a child. She doesn't want to be where she's at. She was there with a double ear infection and he didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
The mom doesn't want her there for whatever reason. Mom knows what's going on. We don't know what's going on because, you know, we've never actually physically met this guy.
Yeah, we don't know nothing about him.
So I can't say anything bad about him other than the communication or the interactions that I've had with him.
And not just that, we have legal custody of this child.
At this point.
Mom is before us, mom got custody. So if she's telling you guys or the cops or anybody, give them to her, these guys, why not just do that?
Right.
All right, go ahead.
So we got a little frustrated.
Very.
I said, you know what? Let's calm our spirits down. We went and had lunch, took some pictures. And after all of that, we were about to go to the county attorney's office and speak to them. But something in my spirit, so it had to be God, told us to go back to the police department. We walked back in the second time. It was a whole new staff there.
Whole new staff. It was crazy. Like, everybody who was there the first time
was gone.
And it just was like an hour or two later.
Right.
So, like, oh, wow.
So God is good.
The second crew was very helpful, very nice, very concerned.
As soon as we walked in, he said, how may I help you? We explained the situation. He pulled up the person. He was like, and why y'all just coming to get her?
Exactly. Y'all just coming?
Y'all
now, we've been trying.
Yeah.
We were trying to line our ducks up. But not to make a long story longer. So just to make it a little shorter, they helped us.
They were very
helpful. They was great. They gave us an escort. We got to the house. At first she didn't know who it was, so she was peeping. Then she seen who it was. She started jumping up and down. Mommy, daddy.
She said, oh, I miss you so much, Mom, Dad.
So then, Tiffany asked her, you ready to go home with us, baby? She said, yes. Let me get my car seat. I gotta get my shoes. I'm gonna run. And she started telling her.
It was the funniest thing ever. She said, she pulled out hands and went in the room where the sisters were at. And she said, tell Mom and Dad hi.
Tell Mama. It was so sweet, man. My heart was melted after all these months of, not seeing her.
Okay, so we're going to end this. We're going to wrap it up in part 5.
It just was a blessing to see her, after all these months. Sometimes your mind start to think like, she gonna remember us like she should? Even when we would keep in contact, it wasn't that strong. Like we wasn't FaceTime or stuff. We just was sending pictures here and there.
Right, and it wasn't an everyday conversation.
Like every now and then.
It was just a blessing that she remembered us the way she did, and even the person who was there with her at the time when we went to the house was surprised. She was like, oh, she's calling them Mom and Dad.
Yeah, she's very happy.
Yeah, she's very happy to see them. So it was sad for her to leave her sisters.
It was very sad.
But I'm just happy that we know for sure Katana's in a good, safe place. And those of you who believe in prayer, and we just ask that you continue to pray, or well, not continue to, but pray for the other girls. Pray that they are safe and happy and they'll have good lives.
Yes, and we're gonna do the best we can to give her the best life she could ever have, and pray that this situation just could stay calm and peaceful, and we all be unified, us and the biological parents. And right now she knows, she tells us all the time, I got two families.
Yes. So, and then if we're in a store and someone that looks like her is staring at us, she'll be like, Mom, Dad, or this is my family. Like, she'll just come out and tell them
out of the blue. Like, she just be knowing.
Yeah.
Like, she's so smart, guys. But she's sweet.
We do get the stares.
We do.
So, and I feel, I see that she also sees the same thing. That's why she always comes up and says.
Because she don't do it to everybody. She did do it to certain people.
So, like, this is my family.
Yeah, so we thank you guys for having interest.
Right now we're in San Antonio.
Yes.
And a lady was following us to the room last night. And it was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah.
She was like, Mom.
But it was awesome. It's awesome to have her back. Again, you guys keep us in prayer, and thank you guys for having interest in the story. And, and Katana. And as y'all see, she back there knocked out.
Oh, they can't see her.
Yep, she knocked out. She had a short, long day.
Yeah. So just stay tuned for
more updates.
Katana's journey as she grows.
Yes,
she will be
she's now part of
page.
Being Real with the Smiths.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
Thank you
we love
much.
y'all.
The part my joystick.
Huh?
The part my seat on.
Are you gonna pull your seatbelt?
Yep, I the part my seat on.
Oh.
I sit down. Okay. Let's go. Okay, let's go, Mom. Mom? Let's pull my big out. Don't want to go.